Imagine a world where data empowers everyone. At SAS, we're not just about the Fortune 500 and large governments. Our data and AI software touches countless lives. The smartphone in your pocket, the seamless service you experience, the innovations that shape our world. For us, empowerment goes beyond results. It's about creating a level playing field where everyone has the potential to innovate and excel without barriers, including employees with disabilities. As we recognize Global Accessibility Awareness Day, we celebrate the champions within SAS who are making inclusion and accessibility a reality.
You know, this is in a lot of ways like nothing really new for SAS. SAS has always had a commitment to the employees and really to make the environment as productive and as creative and really efficient as possible.
Jonathan Polito has a unique job at SAS, where he focuses on enabling employees with accessible technology. I sat down with him to discuss how he is making a difference at SAS.
But here at SAS, I am the lead for the Digital Workplace Accessibility Program. My job is to create this program, define it, roll it out across the US and globe, really, to make all our tools, technologies, systems, digital content accessible.
His role was thoughtfully and purposefully created to equip employees of all abilities with their technology needs.
With executive sponsorship and full support from HR, CIS executives, this position was created, and it was because of their commitment to ensuring that our environment is accessible, that it is equitable for everybody, so that everyone can do the best job, bring them best selves to work, contribute as much as they can, collaborate as much as they can, and really to share their value and talents with everyone.
To be able to have someone like you in that role to help really be a partner is such a wonderful example of SAS's commitment to accessibility and inclusion. Can you give an example of an accessibility challenge that you help an employee overcome?
One of our employees who has a Bluetooth-enabled hearing aid, and there was issues with the compatibility with Teams and his Android phone. And this involved a lot of diagnostic work on our end at SAS with CIS, then partnering with Microsoft, and then eventually we ended up working across the board with Microsoft and Google. And our employee was one of the early testers to verify this, got beta builds or alpha builds, and it was great. I mean, here's something where our employees, our people here, they all work together to help our employee, but also really the world.
Polito showed off some of the innovative tech he assists employees with every day.
This is something that we're trialing right now with Microsoft. These are Microsoft Accessibility Adaptive buttons, and it makes it really easy for someone with maybe limited mobility. They have all these different surfaces they can touch to have unique functions, which is really great.
But at SAS, accessibility extends beyond our workplace.
Our customers don't have to know anything about accessibility. They can put up these data visualizations, and we've already planned for these different user personas.
Greg Krause leads product accessibility for SAS R&D, helping our customers champion accessibility as well. Greg, at what point during the development cycle are we considering accessibility?
Well, accessibility really has to be considered from the very beginning stages, and what are the requirements for the product? Because if we don't define those requirements at the first, they become not must-haves, but nice-to-haves, and then if they're nice-to-haves, maybe maybe we can do without it for a little while. A lot of times when software gets designed, we tend to default to how does someone who can see the screen and use a mouse interact with it, and let's build for that. But that's not the only way people interact with our software. So how does somebody who maybe they have vision but they only use a keyboard? We call that the keyboard user experience. Or someone with no vision, the non-visual user experience. How do they interact with the software? How do we plan and design for that? Maybe one of our customers, maybe they're having to generate a lot of reports to send out. We have a lot of customers who will generate PDF reports that they need to put online. So one of the things we've done to empower our customers is we've built the functionality into SAS, into the output delivery system, to be able to create PDFs that are 100% accessible, and they don't have to do any what we call post-processing remediation.
Wow.
So, and that's pretty unusual in the industry to have something like that. So, and it's actually one of the things I really like about how we approach accessibility at SAS, because even when we come up to these hard problems, like the data visualizations, how do you make those accessible? That's a really hard problem. And so we're not afraid to go and come up with these innovative solutions that industry might not have picked up yet, but now we're starting to see become an industry standard.
At SAS, innovation thrives on the power of all minds. We're pushing the boundaries of technology and ensuring everyone has a seat at the table to experience its potential. Here's to a world where everyone can innovate and thrive without barriers.